A positive approach to problem solving transforms challenges into opportunities, illuminating paths where others see obstacles. And that is the thought for today. Welcome to 7 Good Minutes. I'm Clyde Lee Dennis. Thanks for joining me for what I believe will be 7 of the most enriching minutes of your day. In today's episode of 7 Good Minutes, we talk about developing a positive approach to problem solving. Enjoy. A positive approach to problem solving begins with understanding the connection between your mindset and the challenges you face. When you view problems through a negative lens, they often feel heavier and harder to overcome. On the other hand, a positive mindset can shift how you perceive difficulties, making them appear as manageable hurdles rather than insurmountable walls. When you adopt positivity, you allow yourself to see possibilities instead of limitations. This isn't about ignoring the reality of the situation. It's about choosing to focus on what you can do rather than what you can't. It creates an internal environment where your energy is directed toward solutions instead of being drained by worry or frustration. A positive outlook also helps you maintain clarity. When you're not bogged down by negative emotions, your mind has the space to think creatively and objectively. You begin to approach problems with curiosity, asking questions like, "What can I learn from this?" or "What's the best way forward?" These shifts in thought open doors to new solutions and fresh perspectives, empowering you to tackle challenges with confidence and resilience. Cultivating a solution-oriented mindset is key to developing a positive approach to problem solving. This means focusing on the steps you can take rather than dwelling on the issue itself. When a problem arises, try to break it down into smaller, more manageable parts. By doing so, you make the challenge feel less overwhelming and more achievable. Start by asking yourself, what's one thing I can do right now to move forward? Even a small action can create momentum, helping you build confidence and clarity as you go. Solutions often emerge when you take the first step, no matter how small it may seem. Progress fuels positivity, and positivity fuels progress. It's a cycle that works in your favor. It's also helpful to remind yourself that every problem has multiple solutions. By staying open-minded, you give yourself the freedom to explore different approaches. Sometimes the first idea won't work, and that's okay. Each attempt is a step closer to finding what does work, and the process itself builds your ability to adapt and persevere. When you view challenges as opportunities for growth, you completely transform how you experience them. Instead of feeling defeated or overwhelmed, you begin to see problems as a chance to learn and improve. Each challenge becomes a stepping stone toward greater strength, knowledge, and resilience. Ask yourself, what can I take away from this situation? Maybe it's a lesson in patience, a new skill, or a better understanding of yourself. By focusing on the growth that can come from the experience, you shift your mindset from one of frustration to one of empowerment. This shift doesn't make the problem disappear, but it does make it more manageable. Seeing challenges as opportunities also helps you embrace change. Often, problems arise because something isn't working the way it used to. Instead of resisting this change, consider how it might be nudging you towards something better. Growth and comfort rarely coexist, so embrace the discomfort as a sign that you're evolving into a stronger, wiser version of yourself. The language you use plays a significant role in how you approach problems. Positive language doesn't just impact how you feel, it also shapes how you think and act. When you use empowering words, you signal to yourself that you're capable of handling whatever comes your way. Try replacing phrases like, "I can't" with "I'll try," or "This is too hard" with "This is a challenge I can figure out." These small shifts in language can have a big impact on your mindset. They reinforce the belief that you're resourceful and resilient, even in the face of difficulties. Positive language also influences how others perceive you. When you communicate optimism and confidence, people are more likely to collaborate with you and support your efforts. This creates a ripple effect, where your positive energy inspires those around you, making it easier to tackle problems together. Gratitude might not be the first thing that comes to mind when you're facing a problem, but it's a powerful tool for reframing challenges. When you practice gratitude, you remind yourself of the resources, support, and strengths you already have. This perspective helps you approach problems from a place of abundance rather than lack. Take a moment to think about what's going well, even in the midst of a challenge. Maybe you have supportive friends or family, access to information, or past experiences that have prepared you for this moment. Gratitude helps you see that you're not starting from zero. You're equipped with tools and insights to move forward. By focusing on what you're grateful for, you create a mindset that's open to solutions. Gratitude shifts your energy away from frustration and toward hope, making it easier to find creative and effective ways to address the problem at hand. Building resilience through consistent positive practices is the final step in developing a strong approach to problem solving. Resilience isn't something you're born with. It's something you cultivate over time through intentional habits and choices. Each time you face a problem with a positive mindset, you strengthen your ability to handle future challenges. Start by celebrating small wins. Every step forward, no matter how small, is a victory worth acknowledging. These moments remind you of your progress and reinforce the belief that you're capable of overcoming obstacles. Over time, these small wins add up, creating a foundation of confidence and resilience. Consistency is key. The more you practice positivity in problem solving, the more natural it becomes. It's like building a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. With time and practice, you'll find that you approach problems with greater ease, clarity, and determination, no matter how big or small they may be. That does it for today's episode of 7 Good Minutes. Please take a moment to rate and review the show on the platform you're listening on. Until next time, let's be civil to one another out there. Thanks for listening.